Plaintiff Amy Coe says she's a recovering drug addict. And when she met the defendant, she was hesitant to date him because he was a recovering heroin addict. Amy claims they eventually did get together, but she's suing him today for the cost of a car and registration. Defendant Neil Olds says as a result of his drug addiction, he lost everything, including custody of his son. Neil claims he's been clean for a year, but while dating Amy, she continued to use drugs, and that's why he broke up with her. Neil is countersuing for harassment and emotional distress.
Start with you.
So Neil and I met in August of 2015. We started talking online on an online dating site. Right away, he told me that he was in recovery for heroin and that he was living in a recovery home. I myself being in recovery as well, about 5 years in, I just said no. I just said no, thank you, and that was it. So we didn't revisit again
Why?
for a while.
If you went through the same thing and you were in recovery.
When I first talked to him, I was a little nervous to expose myself to that again, so I didn't date him. But then I was put into a situation where someone used that against me, being in recovery. So I felt bad, and I messaged him, and I apologized, and I told him I was really sorry for judging him right away. And that's when we started dating.
How'd that go?
That was really good. We had a really good time, but things got a little crazy about a month into it.
How so?
We have very different backgrounds, where we come from, where we are in life right now. For me, the things that are important to him just aren't important to me, unfortunately. If life was like relationships were based on like orgasms and fun, we would probably be married. I think we had a very good time. But in a realistic world,
Pardon me?
In a realistic world, you have to have a job and make money and, I don't know, do things for your children. That's my biggest thing for me.
Stay tuned. The case continues after this. Plaintiff Amy Coe is suing her ex-boyfriend, who admits that he's a recovering heroin addict, and he claims he lost everything, including his son, due to his addiction.
You want to give me some background?
Your Honor, she states that she is clean today, but I witnessed her using drugs in front of me.
When?
Snorting Xanax, smoking weed. When we were dating.
Were you using them too?
No, I've been clean.
You just sat there and watched.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I left her, because I can't really deal with that. It's not healthy for my recovery. Now that I've been clean for over a year, I mean, I lost everything in my life. My son, custody of my son. I went to jail for heroin possession, forgery, because I was out there running. And now I'm on a drug court program. I'm clean over a year. Everything's coming back into my life again. I see my son all the time. My family's coming back too, pretty much. My life has been changed around.
The problem we have with you telling me how long you were clean is your hand is swollen and red, which is what occurs, and maybe you can have a better explanation, which is what occurs when you shoot heroin in your hand.
No.
You had a better explanation?
Yeah.
What's that?
I actually get drug tested 3 days a week.
No,
Monday,
I'm talking
Wednesday,
about
Friday.
why are your hands swollen and red, which is symptomatic of heroin use in the hand.
Well,
There's no way.
there's no, if I failed the drug test, I'd go
I didn't
right.
ask you that. You don't have a excuse.
I work out.
I work out too. My hands aren't swollen and red. That's all right, sir. Good enough. Go ahead, ma'am. What are you suing him for today?
I purchased a car for him.
I know you're a little thrown off because you thought he was clean. You were hoping better for him.
All right. Neil has a beautiful son, adorable, he's so cute. And we were always talking about Neil never got to see him. That was the trouble, is he never got to see his son. So it was easy peasy stuff. I have money. We agreed that he would pay me back for the car that I bought him. And then we broke up and he never paid me anything.
Tell me about that transaction. When and the amount and the agreement.
I have two withdrawals from my bank. I have a $4,000 withdrawal and then also a $483.
When? Let me see it, please.
The 22nd
Of?
February. The withdrawal is for $4,000, but I only spent $3,700 on
Okay.
the car.
When did he agree to repay?
Before we even purchased it, we were talking about it for a week before and how much he could afford to pay but still take me out. And he has a cash job, so $500 a week. I thought was a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
$500 a week was the agreement?
Yes.
Did he pay you any of it?
No, sir.
What would he tell you when you'd ask?
It all happened so fast. We broke, so the 22nd we bought the car. Wouldn't you know, on the 24th he broke up with me. He was supposed to, I told him he didn't even have to pay me, just bring the car back. Just bring it back. No harm, no foul, we'll figure it out. He didn't show up with the car.
No money, no car.
Right.
All right.
So then I messaged his dad on Facebook because he does have a father and his father is very successful and Neil wants to be like him. And I thought he was going to be.
Well, we can't deal with that today. That's, you know, don't make him feel so bad about
right.
that, particularly with his dad, ma'am. That's not fair. That may be part of his problem, people comparing him to his dad. Sir, you want to give me some testimony?
Well, me and Amy talked about a payment plan before, but then we talked again, and the car that was a gift, so.
Okay. Before it happened, what was said? I'm going to give you $4,000, or I'm going to loan you $4,000.
Well, it was, I'm going to loan you the money.
And when did it turn into a gift, and how?
Like the same night we talked about it.
Okay, so that same night, or the same night of the purchase?
Yeah, of the purchase, yeah.
Okay. Week earlier, I'm gonna loan you this, you gotta pay me back. Then the night of, what y'all doing? What she changed her mind?
They didn't do much talking.
That's right, they didn't do much talking. You said, what did you say was special?
Yeah.
You're right, she might have changed that to a gift. I'm inclined to believe that, Doc. When did she change back to a loan? Maybe when you stepped away. Maybe that morning. She said, oh, it's a loan again.
Plaintiff Amy Coe is suing her ex-boyfriend, who admits that he's a recovering heroin addict, and he claims he lost everything, including his son, due to his addiction.
Did she ever mention to you that it was a loan? Did she come back at any point after purchasing it and say it was a loan? And if so, what was your response?
I kind of felt bad for breaking up with her, so I kind of did tell her, like, man, look, I'll pay you back the money.
So what changed since then? Because you're here now. I see, he's smart enough to know when to be quiet. He's been around. He's been in court a few times. You need any help from us? Do you have all your recovery in order, or can we help you with that, perhaps?
Yes, sir.
We can help?
No, I don't need help.
You're good?
Yep.
All right. And yours was for harassment and emotional distress. How did she do that?
She would nonstop text me, saying harassing things, pretty hurtful things, and a couple pictures she sent.
Pictures of what?
Revealing herself, trying to make me jealous. Which didn't cause problems between me and my girlfriend. I have a written statement that my girlfriend
I can't
wrote.
see nothing on here. Give me some juicy stuff. I can't see. I don't know what this is. Anyhow, harassment by sending you pictures, trying to get you back. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think she was more trying to create problems between me and my girlfriend that I'm with now. She wrote a statement too.
All right, but she sent them to you. Did she send them to
Yeah.
your girlfriend?
No, but she knows that probably my girlfriend's right there looking.
Oh, please.
And I'm going to talk to her about stuff.
Your girlfriend not there every moment you open up a communication. What has she done to you?
They're in the text messages, say hurtful things, she said. She called me a drug-addicted hillbilly, told me to go die, all kinds of stuff.
It's funny because your brain is so dumb.
Yeah.
I've told you over and over.
Please don't read that out loud.
Your sex was lame.
Sorry.
Okay, you lied. I caught you in a lie now.
I wasn't talking about that part.
Yeah, I caught you in a big lie.
No, there's
You are
more.
of no value, ma'am. That's enough. You are of no value to me. Your nasty was all I saw.
Please
You
don't
are a
read
drug
it out loud.
addicted that can't even take care of his son.
That's not nice.
Yeah, these are these are things that when couples fall out, these are fights. These are fights. All right, your claim is dismissed and yours is granted. Have a good day.
I'm just glad you got what you wanted, I guess. So.
Thank you. And I can't believe you're using again. What the is wrong with you?
That's crazy.
Sincerely?
Nah, I get drug tested 3 days a week.
What is it, Neil? What happened?
I work out all the time. What do you mean?
You are such a.
I go to jail. You know that. If I failed drug test, I'm in a 3-quarter house. I get drug tested all the time. There's no way around it.
Then what
Somebody
happened?
watches me pee in a cup. That's it.
So
There's no way around
you
it.
used. You're high right now. Look at his eyes. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Good for you. There's true recovery, and there's that.